Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm out here with Mr. ADAMNPINI from LWRC. Adam, how are you, man?
Doing good. Glad to be out.
Awesome. It's good to have you out here. So Adam brought out some interesting toys. Well, first of all, you guys have seen this before. This is my REPR, Rapid Engagement Precision Rifle, if I have that acronym right. Is that correct?
You're good. You're right on the money.
So this is my baby. I've been having a lot of fun with this thing this summer. And I've been pestering Adam forever. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you'll remember about a year ago you brought out the IC Carbine.
Yep. Yeah, it was about a year ago. I was visiting some dealers in the area, and you and I had a chance to hook up, and I showed you one of our original military submissions, and you fell in love with it then. And I think I had about 50 emails since then, and we were able to hook up and get this all done, which I'm pretty happy about.
So this is the IC rifle, which stands for individual carbine, and this is the latest and greatest from LWRC. It's a full ambi lower. I'll let Adam talk more about the specifics and what separates this from other products in the line and some of the changes that this rifle brought about that we've also seen coming about in some of the other models that you guys have. But and then he's brought out some other cool toys we'll talk about. So Adam, tell us more about the IC Carbine. What exactly is this little rifle all about?
This is actually, the model on this one is the ICE, which is the individual carbine enhanced. It comes in a 16.1 or a 14.7 inch barrel. It is spiral fluted. All our barrels are cold hammer forged. This one has a 2-position gas block for suppressed and unsuppressed settings. Has a 9-inch modular rail system on it. What's neat about the ICs is we got away from our old rail extension and barrel nut, and we integrated into our new mono forge upper receiver. By getting rid of the barrel nut and the rail extension, it allows us to lighten the platform, make it a little more rigid. It now uses a torque ring, which gives you more precise torque settings. If anybody's ever messed with an old barrel nut, you know that you don't quite get where you want every single time.
Right.
With this system, we get complete engagement on the upper receiver, and we get our guaranteed torque spec every single time. Moving further back from that, it still has the same heart as all of our old systems with the short stroke gas piston system and the nickel boron bolt. What's cool about the lower receiver is it's the first true ambi lower on the market. Most lowers that you've seen that claim to be true ambi aren't. They usually they'll do most, but they won't do it all. With ours, we have a manual bolt catch as well as a release, manual thumb or ambi thumb safety, as well as an ambi magazine release, which on the other side, it's not a conversion, it's actually milled and spec'd into the gun. Very, very easy gun to use. We designed everything so that you're not hyperextending your fingers to actually manipulate the gun. Lefties will benefit this gun as much as a righty will, but the righty will pick up the being able to lock the bolt back and send it forward with their trigger finger, so they never have to relinquish fire control. Has our new LWRC I stock. It's a 6-position, has 2 non-rotational QD points in it, has a little bit more cast on the end for guys running armor or aren't flat in front like me. Gives you a nice positive cheek weld as well as maintaining a small overall profile.
This toe looks a little bit shorter than a standard M4.
Yeah, what we did was we figured out, we looked at a variety of different people, got measurements on the actual pocket of their shoulder, and tried to optimize it to fit a wider range of people. I'm a bigger guy, shoulder-wise I'm pretty broad, so my pocket's a little bit bigger, but I can actually engulf and get complete engagement when I put this in my shoulder pocket. So,
yeah. All
our guns are coming with Magpul MOE Pluses right now, which is a really good grip for the money, gives you a nice tactile feel, especially if it's raining, it's a little bit humid out, you're not going to slip off the pistol grip.
Yeah, it's tacky, if you guys haven't felt one, and it's rubbery, so it has a nice soft feel to it. It's a good feeling grip. Also, you guys are running an ambi charging handle on these now.
Yep, this is our new ambi charging handle. It's coming standard on all our models now. It's as well as an upgrade for previous generations or for your DI carbines. Industry standard is 16th inch roll pins. We beef them up and use 1/8 inch press pins. The ears will actually rest on the body of the charging handle during full lockup, so you never have a chance of ripping it out. Allows you to do multiple different manipulations, as much as I don't like to use that word. You can palm it back. You can run it over the top like an AK, charge it, it doesn't really matter. You get complete engagement. And what's nice is it's solid. Some ambi charging handles in the market are a little rinky.
Yeah.
This one gives you complete control of the gun. So
yeah, doing this, what you're showing, charging a weapon like this, some guys have damaged their charging handles doing that, so they need to be beefed up to run the gun that way.
Yeah, I've not seen a single latch run out. I mean, I'm running one of our original pre-production, and it's probably got in the area of about 40,000 rounds on it.
And of course we have your sights. These things are actually really nice.
Yep,
you take a look at a lot of the sights on the market, these things rock.
Yeah, our skirmish sights are made in-house. What's neat about them is we serrate the front on the sides as well as the back. The sides are for 1-thumb manipulations. We serrate the back to reduce glare. Has your standard post. It's not a national match post. What's cool about the rear, and what's completely ingenious design, is most aperture changes will be front to back, and when you try to lay them flat, they'll either have an ear sticking up or they won't lay completely flat. Ours is a rotational drum, so it allows you to do small aperture or big aperture, and then you can still lay it flat. And we serrate the back of that as well to reduce glare.
All right, so I'm looking forward to shooting this. I haven't shot this rifle yet, guys, so this is its first range trip. I just finally got my hands on it, and of course I've been waiting a long time to do that. Look at it, it's also Patriot Brown. Thanks for doing that, by the way. Matches my REPR. I really like this Patriot Brown over the standard FDE. It's a little bit darker, a little richer color. It really looks good.
It's more, you know, it's more background neutral to where we live.
Yeah.
You know, in this location, there's not really much sand mounds. You're going to see more greens and more browns and more earth tones, and that's what's going to give you a Patriot Brown. We definitely sell probably a lot more of that color than anything else because it is, you know, got a lot of guys using for hunting guns, and they just fit where you live.
So this is the next one I think the guys are going to want to see.
Yep.
Tell us about this little guy.
This is our UCIW. It is a 6.8 only rifle. Has an 8.5-inch barrel. Our new muzzle device, which is a 4-prong flash suppressor. It'll come standard with our grip. It's a 1 in 10 twist spec 2 chamber, so you can run anything from the hottest tactical loads all the way down to the cheapest reloads you can find. Has a shortened buffer tube. It's actually about 2 inches shorter than your average stock system.
So short.
But it's still comfortable. I mean,
yeah.
You're gonna have to run it out a little bit further if you want your same thing, but the gun was meant to be short. It's 24 inches overall length, collapsed. What's neat about this is it's just a 6.8. It's not a 5.56 that we shoehorn 6.8 into. For the longest time, the problem with 6.8 was that the magazines were the issue. So what we did was we paired up with Magpul to design our new 6.8 PMag. It's a 30-round 6.8 SPC PMag. It will only fit on this rifle. It is proprietary to us right now. It will become open source in probably about a year.
Let me see that mag real quick. So you guys can see the top of it. You can see it's wider than a standard PMag. And of course it's red follower.
Yep, and it actually has our logo on the bottom. But what we did differently is we enlarged the mag well to accommodate the new magazine, and we beefed up the upper receiver to give it the correct feeding geometry for 6.8. Full ambi lower is the other one, so you get ambi bolt catch, as well as release. Safety selector, and this one is a machine gun.
Has the happy switch.
And then magazine release as well. So if you're used to shooting normal M4s, AR-15s, you know, this gun is going to be the exact same skill set. You're still going to be able to shoot it. You're going to get about a 10% recoil increase, but you're going to get almost triple the kinetic energy transfer from going from 5.56 to 6.8. So very, very, very nice round. It was designed to be a short barrel cartridge, so it burns efficiently in an 8 to 10 inch barrel. We've shot these guns out to 400 meters with no problem.
Oh, we'll find that out today.
Yep.
Now, who was the customer for these again? I think you may have mentioned it.
It's a foreign entity. They're an ally. Okay. Really good customer. They
a military contract.
Yes, essentially what it is. So they pushed this into production. It's been selling really well. We're actually getting a lot of U.S. departments, LE departments picking this gun up. You know, they want something small. It's got a little more knockdown power than 5.56, and this is your answer. So.
It's a neat gun. All right, well, one last thing we'll take a quick peek at. It's a slightly different color, green. This is the SPR, right?
Yep, this is our IC SPR, which if anybody's familiar with their line, they know, or our line, they know about the SPR. We have simply updated it and brought it into the IC family. Gives it the monoforge upper receiver, as well as the ambi lower. Has a 12-inch rail system, and has a non-adjustable self-regulating gas system. So, still the same, just brought it up, lessened the weight a little bit. We actually made the rifle cheaper. MSRP value is about $100.
More affordable.
Yeah, more affordable. It's about $129 less than the previous model. So we brought a lot more processed in-house during this mad rush we've had over the last 9 months.
Yeah. So
we control a lot of the quality. We're able to bring prices down. Again, available in a 14.7 or 16-inch barrel.
Now, this is a little bit different than the IC that I picked up. Of course, he's talking about the longer rail system on it, so if you want to run your arm extended, you're going to want this longer rail. But also, he's talking about the gas system. This has a automatic regulating non-adjustable gas system on it. If you want to run a suppressor, you might want to take a look at the IC Carbine. It's going to be just a little bit shorter here. I keep calling it IC Carbine. It's individual carbine, the IC. It's going to be a little bit shorter, but it's going to give you that adjustable gas block. All right, guys. Well, thanks, Adam. Let's just do some shooting, man. This is enough talking, right?
Man, I'm in. Let's do this.
Check this out. The guys at LWRC roll well, man. We started our range session by shooting the REPR at 1,000 yards. I let Adam try his hand with my rifle to see how he fared. Adam's an avid long-range shooter and a competitor, so he hit plenty of steel at range. The REPR really likes the Federal Gold Medal Match 175 grain ammo. This is the same combo that regularly turns in MOA accuracy at 1,000 yards. I'm confident that this rifle with Federal Gold Medal Match can hit a man-sized target at 1,200 yards, and I have good reason for believing that. I'll talk more about that in a video that's coming soon. Next up was the individual carbine. I've been looking forward to getting this rifle to the range for a while now. I fired a good variety of ammo through the gun that I picked up from LuckyGunner.com. I tried some PMC X-Tac, a couple of different flavors of M193 ball, and some Fiocchi 69 grain match ammo. The rifle performed well with all ammo tried. It only seemed fitting that I would give Adam some trigger time on the individual carbine. I'm a nice guy like that. I even let him shoot my ammo. Since this was my first trip to the range with the new rifle, I can't do a full review. Give me some time to get a couple thousand rounds through the rifle and really get to know it, then I'll post a full review.
What are you doing?
I'm shooting my REPR.
No, with that brass, is that yours?
No, it's not mine. This is Adam's.
And what are you doing with it?
I'm stealing it.
Okay.
But I need to tactfully ask if it's a reload or not, because if it's a reload, I'm going to throw it back on the ground. But if it's fresh brass once fired, he just lost it. I'm kind of funny like that. This is my new log book. A friend of mine gave me this recently, and he's trying to get me away from the iPhone, because this isn't tactical. This is tactical. This is an all-weather pen. And now I'm logging my shots in here because batteries can fail and this pen cannot. So, thanks, Tom. All right, Adam, man, thanks for coming out, brother. I really appreciate it. It's good seeing you again.
Dude, I had a great time. This range is fantastic. Gun shot awesome. You shot really good, so I couldn't have had a better Sunday.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. We couldn't ask for a better day. Yesterday was so windy, I was thinking we're going to have a horrible day, but the sun came out in perfect weather. Great for long-range shooting.
I think it got up into the 50s today, so I mean...
I know. Actually, I could take this jacket off, I guess. It's getting pretty nice out. But you have an Instagram site, right?
Yep. It's
How do I find you?
Adam_PINI. You can also, if you have any product questions, you can email me at apini@lwrci.com. I get back to people pretty quick. I post on a lot of forums, so if you ever have any product questions, let me know and I'll get back to you real quick.
You usually find Adam on some of the Google Hangouts. Some of the gun channels are doing stuff like that. I know you've been a regular contributor there. So anyway, swing by, check him out on Instagram. If you guys have any questions about anything you've seen in the video here this afternoon, you can ask those questions on our Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/military arms. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you guys soon.
See ya.
Okay. Don't ever talk shit, Colt! Oh, dude, you're bleeding.
Oh, God. Oh, God. It's everywhere. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Horrible Hollywood acting right there.
I know. Couldn't be any worse than James Franco hosting the Oscars.